What up, YouTube? What the heck is up? It's Hellhound30X coming at you one more freaking time. And I promised that I would talk about my number one games of 2010. My first game for 2010 would be Darksiders. Well, you can see that. Definitely Darksiders. Definitely one of my favorite games just for 2010. I love this game. I thought the game was so freaking epic. I'm looking forward to part 2. Everything about this game for me was just awesome. I loved everything about this game. Yeah, just totally love this game. Totally one of my favorite experiences I had on the PlayStation 3 last year. And just, yeah, definitely this one right here. One of my favorite games. I mean, Joe Madeira, Virgil Studios, first game. And I really loved this game. Just enjoyed every minute of it. There are a lot of people have been calling it kind of trying to say it's a lot like God of War and Legend of Zelda, and I can see those elements in there. And I really had some crazy fight scenes in there and stuff. Really enjoyed this game. If you haven't picked this up, it's $20 now retail. If I were you, I'd pick it up. My next game would happen to be Bayonetta. Oh, I love this game. I can't tell you. I have this on the PS3 too, and I have it for the 360. I have yet to play it for the 360 yet. I think I'm probably going to do that right now. But this is probably one of the best games this generation, or for the last year period. I totally love this game. It was a Devil May Cry game. You can see my review up about it. I love Bayonetta, and I just think, man, this game was so fucking badass. And I just can't wait for the sequel because they already confirmed it, working on it. And yeah, dude, everything about this thing is like screaming estrogen. And yeah. It's an awesome fucking game, and I love it. Fucking love it, and I would recommend this game to anybody out there. Totally loved everything about it. Bayonetta does some wicked moves, probably some of the greatest freaking game moves I've ever seen. Not game moves, game moves. As far as her breakdancing and shooting all over the place with all limbs and whatnot, just bad fucking ass. It's just, this game is so fucking cool. If I were you guys, I'd pick it up. I think this game is $20 now too, so yeah, definitely pick it up. Now, one of the major reasons last year that I totally loved my PlayStation 3 and made me just fucking love the hell out of my PS3 and I was just having such an epic time with it would have to be this game right here, Heavy Rain. Now, for a lot of people out there, this is not for everybody, but for those of us who get it, you get it right, man. This game is awesome. Heavy Rain. It's not really a game and it's not really a movie. It's just like it's an interactive movie. It's crazy. You can also use PlayStation Move with it now. And I don't know, for me it just felt like a living story. And it's just, man, only on the PlayStation 3 would something so epic like this show up. And I just totally loved everything about it. And in fact, I'm planning to go through and plat this game eventually. I think I'm at 75% on one of my PSN accounts. But I might just start all over and do it again. But yeah, definitely recommend this game. If you haven't picked it up, try it out. This game is fucking awesome. Next would have to be God of War 3. This game was badass, still is badass. The very definition of epic on a video game console ever is God of War 3, and definitely one of my favorite games of 2010 was God of War 3. Santa Monica Studios outdid themselves with this freaking game. Boss fight after boss fight, everything was an epic ride. And if you haven't picked this game up, and you haven't bought a PlayStation 3, I strongly recommend buying a PlayStation 3 just to play God of War 3. That being said, just know that once you're done with it, it's kind of hard to go back. But it is an epic ride. It is epic ride, and it's, you know, it's worth 2 or 3 playthroughs through. Definitely one of those. You know, this is one of those games that I'm glad I got to play through on this generation because the game is fucking awesome, 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 awesome. Next one would have to be Mass Effect 2. Totally loved everything about Mass Effect 2, and you can buy it on the PS3 now. And yeah, everything about this game, and I've been meaning to go back and play this game again, but right now I'm thinking maybe perhaps I might buy the PS3 version because I'm hearing it's a definitive version, and I might play it on the PS3. So yeah. Everything was really good about this game. My only gripe is that it's like you're going from here to here to here. You're like picking up all these members, and it's like, oh, surprise, it's over. That's my only gripe. But other than that, Mass Effect 2, and Mass Effect has to be one of my favorite franchises this generation. And Mass Effect 2 is an awesome game. And if you haven't picked it up and you have an Xbox 360, this game is now retailing at $20, $19.96. If I were you, pick it up because it's a steal at that price. Now, one of my next ones would have to be Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker for the PSP. If you have ever thought your PSP, your handheld, was not worth any time, that it wasn't a great game, that it sucked, then I would strongly suggest you play this game, because this right here kind of redefined the PSP in general to me, and this game is just fucking epic. Hideo Kojima directed this game, and for being a PSP game, it has a lot of depth to it. I've always wanted to do a review on it, but I never got around to doing it because of how busy my life is. But yeah, this game is freaking badass. My next one is Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Totally love the Kingdom Hearts franchise. I have all the games that have ever come out for Kingdom Hearts, even the remixes, and I just totally love these games. And I just, I like the whole freaking thing of it. And hey man, you can't go wrong with Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and you can't go wrong with Final Fantasy. And Kingdom Hearts for me is, it's an amalgamation of all of those worlds that I really enjoy. So yeah, that game is badass. Totally love it. And yeah, I recommend anybody who has a PSP, pick it up, do what you have to do. Next would have to come in Rockstar's Red Dead Redemption. Freaking badass game. Now, this game I have yet to finish it. The game is big, it's epic, it's awesome. Anything you'd come to expect from Rockstar. See, Square Enix, you should be taking a cue from Rockstar, because Rockstar knows how to do it this generation. They are definitely what Square Enix was back in the day. That's what Rockstar is now. Quality. That's what you get. You get quality. This game is badass. You haven't picked it up, it's awesome. The online multiplayer is pretty sick too. First time I played it, I accidentally killed my burro because I was making him run fast. It was funny as hell. And I know a lot of people aren't going to like this game, but I like Call of Duty Black Ops. I love zombie mode, and I love the campaign. And it was definitely one of those things that stuck out of last generation, or not last gen, of 2010. And I just really, really enjoyed this game. And I think, for me, it was one of those games that this year was really good. And, of course, Halo Reach. Even though I was kind of dismayed with the storyline, even though I was kind of pissed off that it didn't go into further lore of Halo Reach, I still love this game. Finally made the general ranking, and definitely one of those good games of 2010, and definitely in my top 10. And definitely worth the $40 I spent for it. Definitely worth the $40 I spent for this game. So yeah, those are my top 10 for 2010. And right now, we're going to talk about my number one disappointment. Alright. And my number one disappointment of 2010 would have to be Square Enix's freaking garbage of a game, Final Fantasy 13. I was going around telling everybody how I thought this game was supposed to be epic. How this game was supposed to be awesome. How this game, Square Enix, was going to show everybody how to make an RPG this generation. And lo and behold, what happened? Utter bullshit. That's what I got. Utter bullshit. Got me 40 hours and I fell asleep, and I just quit playing the game because I just felt like it was stupidly done. A waste of time. And I will not be there for Final Fantasy 13-2, which will ultimately be the first time that I'm not excited about a Final Fantasy game, period. Even if they say they've done things right, blah blah blah, I'll wait till I finally get the final word on the game before I decide to buy it, because I'm not going to waste my money yet again on another piece of shit game like this. So there you guys have it. Those are my top 10 games of 2010. You guys haven't picked up some of these games right now. Some of them are going for $20 a pop on retail stores, and definitely a good deal. Yeah. Poker cards, freaking badass. Anyways, I gotta go. Hellhound 30X out. Peace and release.